that Matic has.
Here's another look at the goal and John Terry's movement and John Terry's header. He scored the winner at Leicester in the title run-in. It was his 38th Premier League goal. That tied him with David Unsworth for the most goals by a defender. He's now beaten the record. And the footnote to that is that 22 of David Unsworth's goals were penalty kicks. So John Terry now the leading scorer for a defender in Premier League history. In the season that Graham Lasso mourned the loss of his assist record for a Premier League defender.
Thanks for reminding me. I was going to ask you how many of John Terry's goals have been penalties. I don't know the answer. I don't know if you do.
I do not. Remember one big miss in the Champions League final. Not sure he's taken many in the Premier League. Here's Chan. To Sheep with the header clear.
Still not comfortable, Zuma, after that knock. He's moving a bit better, but still limping.
Cahill is on the bench, should he be required. Warming up now on the sideline. Sterling making a super run inside of Luis, between Luis and Terry, but Coutinho goes to the right to Emre Can. Little drop of the shoulder, and then Luis comes over to sort things out for Chelsea, but he's dispossessed again by Can. Now Sterling looking to get outside of Fabregas. He's been pulled back, was he? No, says the referee.
Poor decision. Not only is it a foul, it's a yellow card. And the assistant referee can only be 2-3 yards.
He's already got a yellow.
Well,
that would have been an interesting moment. Mignolet, dallying. Willian trying to take advantage. Skirtle hacks it clear. Ivanovic. Hazard, Fabregas. Lovely touch to evade Henderson. Here's Willian. Ivanovic will creep up on that far side. Luis. Now Obi Mikel. Flick from Fabregas. Loftus-Cheek representative of a fine batch of young players at Chelsea Football Club. We know a lot of young Chelsea players spend time away on loan, but their under-21 side are doing well. They've won the FA Youth Cup as well. They beat Liverpool, the under-21s, 4-3 the other night. And young Dominic Solanke, a lot expected of him, scored a hat-trick, 17 years of age. He will be a great striker for this club, according to Jose Mourinho. If you expected him to perhaps get a place on the bench today, that hasn't happened. Coutinho with the foul.
Just going to look back at this. Says Fabregas on Sterling here. He's got his hand across him. Now that for me is pulling. The assistant referee, to give him his credit, it's the wrong side of it, maybe can't see it. And Andre Mariana not close enough to be convinced that it was a deliberate foul. And as you said, he's already on a yellow card. That would have had to be a yellow card if he'd given it. And that would have meant Chelsea down to 10 men.
How's Zuma moving now, Graham?
He's standing still.
Right, so he's not.
Yeah, but he's moving
Here
fine.
Yeah, he looks a little bit better than he did 5 minutes ago, doesn't he? And I think Cahill, yeah, he sat down. There's a challenge on the far side. Lallana on Ivanovic, and Andre Mariana will march over and brandish a yellow card, the second of the game.
Late tackle as well, isn't it? Certainly both sets of players committed, which is what we like to see. Expected from Liverpool. Again, there's more necessity for them to win this game, but Chelsea are playing for pride and statistics.
Fabregas lofts it towards the penalty spot. Mignolet claims it impressively. Well, Jose Mourinho has said, I want to win, I want to reach 90 points. It will be a beautiful number for a competition like the Premier League. His two previous titles with Chelsea, 2005 he amassed 95 points, 2006 91 points. He'd like to get into the not-so-nervous 90s for a third time. 7 points required from 3 games to do that. Luis. There's the cross. Skirtle nestles the header towards Sterling. Drop of the shoulder was wonderful to evade Hazard. He'll use his pace to try and get round Fabregas, but he runs out of room on the touchline.
Yeah. Sterling gave Hazard a taste of his own medicine, didn't he, with that drop of the shoulder? It's normally Hazard doing that to defenders, but then he overran it. It's important that he plays well between now and the end of the season. There's so much sort of distraction around Liverpool, certainly in the second half of the season, with talk of his contract, with the pictures of him and Ibra when they're out socialising, the Gerrard saga. It's important that they finish this season well. Even if they don't qualify for Champions League, it's important they have a positive note to the end of the season.
There's 2 years left on that contract, Raheem Sterling. Brendan Rodgers said he won't be going anywhere this summer, even if a new deal isn't agreed. Here's Coutinho, trying to work space on the right foot again. Gerrard into the area, looking for Lambert. The flag goes up, it's offside. Wonderful ball by Gerrard, because I think a lot of the Chelsea defenders expected him to spray it out to Johnson in space on the left.
It was a fantastic ball, caught Chelsea out, and they got very lucky here, the back four, because that's a brilliantly timed run by Lambert. It's ever so close. Now that's not designed by the Chelsea back four. They held their line. Luckily they were all together. Just goes to show the margins. Excellent run by Ricky Lambert.
It's his 7th Premier League start of the season, Ricky Lambert. Started against Queen's Park Rangers last weekend. Got his first assist.